So I just hopped off the plane, checked the markets, looked at my watch list, and I see Nike at $94. If you guys remember, 1 or 2 weeks ago, I dropped a video on Nike when it was over $100, telling you it's going to make a big drop, a massive drop, all the way down to $94, and that was a big opportunity. Now I already know a lot of you guys got into that, and I already know a lot of you guys smoked that trade and made a killing on it, just like you did with the American Airlines trade. Because in the last video, a lot of you guys made 100%, 140%, and we love to see it. All right, so market's playing out exactly as predicted, and this just comes with literally a decade of experience in the markets and understanding price movement, price action, strength, weakness, etc. All right, looking forward, guys, there's a couple of plays that I want to get into in this video because they are creating, again, very lucrative opportunities that I will be looking to take advantage of, and I'm going to drop them on your radar so you guys know what I'm looking out for, and you guys know how to go about understanding price movement and how you can go about taking advantage of what's next to come for them. All right, so the main thing that you guys need to know with the markets right now is it is set up for weakness. As a matter of fact, I did a whole hour-long webinar for the guys over at the Patreon on Sunday, basically explaining what's going to happen in the markets this week, and it's playing out to perfection. I told them it's going to start green, then it's going to flip to red, just like that. And the reason for that, right? So they, like, the price action that we're seeing in the markets this week is no surprise to the guys over at the Patreon, because I already broke it down for them and I already explained what the market's going to do. And again, it's playing out exactly as predicted. But the market is set up for weakness, okay? The market is set up for weakness. But what it's doing in the meantime, before that, is it's playing hard to get. So if you look at price action today, what happened today, as I said, I was on the plane, so I just checked the markets when I got off the plane, and we had a 1% down day. Okay, intraday it was 1% down on the NASDAQ, and then what happened? Market climbed up into close. So the market is playing hard to get right now. The market is set up for weakness, but the market is playing hard to get. So as the market intraday climbed up, what it would have been doing is it would have been burning the short sellers, okay, making them exit their positions early. The market is set up for further weakness, and if the market is set up for further weakness, that means there are individual plays of interest that there is the opportunity to take advantage of in the next iteration of price movement. All right, so the first one I want to speak to you guys about is ticker symbol AAPL, right? That's Apple. The last time I did a video on Apple, again, called that perfectly. You guys can go and check that out. I was telling you, watch for Apple to move from that $84 level up to that $190 level, where we should see a reversal, okay? But now price has moved down and currently sitting at $179. There is further downside. Now, the reason why there's further downside is because there is a massive area of interest on Apple down at the $167 mark. Normally I have my phone so I can actually check. I'm doing this off memory. $167 is the area of interest, and Apple has to hit that level. Apple must hit $167, right? It must hit $167. Without doubt, it's going to hit that level. It should hit that level back end of this month, early next month. That's the time frame I'm expecting it to, but it must go down to, because that is a massive area of interest, $167. So if it's currently sitting at 179 and it must hit 167, that is a very significant move lower. Okay, that's a significant move lower where there is the opportunity to take advantage. But what you got to be aware of right now is there is a gap to $181. So if we are to see the market in a where it's sitting right now, and so if we're to see the market not move much and see Apple go and close at $181 level, that is an entry point for a reversal to the downside. Okay, that's a entry point for a reversal as long as we don't see the market go much higher and reclaim a strength position. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying. So we see that gap close in Apple, right? That $181 level mark. You should then get a reversal lower, where it could very well go and reverse lower and close that $167 gap, the area of interest down there. So that is my expectation for what's happened next in Apple. Now, the gas has been let out of Apple. It has to move lower, okay? It has to move lower. So that's the play on Apple, and that's what I'm looking for. The next one of interest, next play of interest is AMD. Now, these are two that you got to be very selective when you're going on the short side, because generally they have momentum. Generally, they've got a kick to the upside. But when they're ready to fall, they're ready to fall big. And that does create an open opportunity, just like we are being presented with right now. So AMD, again, playing hard to get to the downside. Currently, it's just flirting with that $101 level, $101 support level. Okay, it's tested that 3 times now. It's ready to go. Okay, that $101 level must go. AMD must reach that $94 area of interest. So how I would play that is I wouldn't front run the move. I would wait to see AMD clear that $100 level, move lower, okay? Move lower, move down to the $99, $98 level, right? On a significant red day, take trade entry, write that down to 94, because at 94, that's where you're going to get AMD back into those majorly oversold levels. And when you get AMD into majorly oversold levels, what happens is it gets bought out every single time. Okay, so that's a topic of conversation for another video, where there's the opportunity to ride the market back up to the upside. Okay, once these areas of interest have been fulfilled, then there's going to be opportunity to take the market higher. That's going to be a very, very lucrative trade. But again, that is a conversation for another video. Right now, the market is set up for some further weakness, but what it is doing in the meantime, before it actually delivers that final blow, is it is creating difficulties for short sellers. It is roping them in, just like it did today on that initial push down, just to then burn them towards the end of the session. That's why the entry point is very key. That is why, if you guys want that precise entry point and follow exactly what I am doing, make sure you get yourself over to the Patreon, right? Start consuming the content over there, get in touch with me, etc., 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 right? So those are the plays, those are the price levels, and that is what I am looking for next in the markets. All right, guys, so let me know once again if you got into the trade on Nike. I know a ton of you guys would have done absolutely made a killing on that.